Right, good evening YouTube, how are we all doing? Basically I'm trying to get this video done as quickly as imaginably possible because I've got so much stuff I need to try and get done tonight. And I'm quite sad. It's Thursday, which means it's question time in this weeknight, so I've got to try and get all this wrapped up in the next 3 hours. So basically this video, I've shot parts of it already. It's going to be pretty much a montage, to be honest. I've basically got, there's 2 box openings which I've already done, already videoed. One of them was 2 weeks ago, one was a couple of days ago. So I'm going to start the ball rolling with a package I received from a good friend, a customer of mine. So if you want to check this out, this is a box opening I did in the shop the other week. I haven't tried them yet, but I can't wait to try these tobaccos. So you have a look at this and I'll be back in a second with a little bit more for you.
Right, quick video. Box opening. Right, so let's see if I can't find somewhere to balance this. So, sent the box by a good friend of mine, same chap who gave me the German slices I reviewed last. So let's have a look at what we've got in here. Some Former's Private Flake, a German tobacco. And there is some Macallan number 24 Mature Virginia. Ooh. Quick look at the noodles letter. Sorry for the delay. Promise Macallan Pure Virginia, tastes amazing, and Former's Flake, which is lovely. Cool. So, if you're watching this, Mo, thank you very much, buddy. So I say, some Macallan 24 Pure Virginia, and some Former's Private Flake. Take care. See you soon.
So yeah, so thank you very much, Mo. You're a gem. I can't wait to try them. A few more things I need to get through before I open them. I know from what you've told me there's already some age. They've been in your cellar for quite a while, so I really am looking forward to giving those a try. Up next is something which Mark, Pipe Smoker 1969, sent to me. I'll basically show you the box opening first and we'll be back to talk about it in a second. So check this out, this is another box opening, like I say, from Mark, Pipe Smoker 1969.
Right, another box opening in the what we call the kitchen at work. So another package. This is off Mark, Pipe Smoker 1969. I've already opened it, but we'll pretend I haven't. So in this, there's some Uptowns Honeymeade. And that smells freaking gorgeous. Predominantly black Cavendish, a few lighter highlights in there. But can't wait to try that one. Hopefully I'll get around to doing that one tonight. And there's also some of the, double bagged it, some No Name number 2. And there's been a lot of conversations going off around about, so I found out what it is, and I've offered to reflavour it for Mark if he needs it. Hope you enjoy the Honeymeade, mate, and I've put some number 2 in. Take care, Glenn. So thank you very much, Mark. Like I say, I shall crack on for them and let you know what I think. So until later, goodbye.
So yeah, I've been wanting to try the Honeymeade for a while. I've seen quite a few people like it. I'm a big fan of sweet things, so go on, Bennett, someone gassy bastard today. So I've been wanting to try the Honeymeade for a while. There is a tobacco which I make, which we'll be having at Pipe Club on Monday. This is the batch for Pipe Club. This is my rum and honey. Originally it was sort of like a rum and mead, but I didn't really like the mead. I tried flavouring with mead, it didn't really work very well. So a slight variation on that. This is rum, honey and spices. So spiced rum and honey, spiced rum and mead basically. But anyway, the main point of this video is I was going to give this a try. Now, like I said, Uptowns Honeymeade. This stuff smells awesome. So I'm going to give this a whirl. Basically, I'm going to smoke this in my my Peterson System Smooth 314, if I remember rightly. Sorry, 303. So this is my System Smooth 303. It's my aromatic pipe. So it doesn't get used that often, generally gets taken to Pipe Club and that's about it. So I'm just quickly going to load up and I shall be back in a moment and give you my charting impressions. Right, so then, I'm I'm loaded up. Oh, one more thing. I haven't mentioned any of my teas for a while. So to go with the housekeeping, I'm also drinking some, quite possibly my favourite tea of all time ever. I've got so many teas downstairs. You see the batch that I sent to Astro Man a while ago now. I have a lot of tea, but I seem to continuously keep coming back to what is it? It's Wittard's Russian Caravan tea, 18-month-old, slightly smoked, mature Assam. Still by far the best Assam tea I've drank in my entire life. I absolutely freaking adore this stuff. It ain't cheap, but it's worth every goddamn penny. So I'm just going to light this bad boy up, and like I say, I shall give you my charring impressions when I stop dropping the lighter on the floor. A suitable flame for lighting a pipe. Ooh. God, that's smooth. Smooth, cool, very, very, very creamy. Not the biggest, most flavoursome aromatic tobacco I've tried from the States. The flavours seem very, very delicate. It's got a slightly kind of slightly berry fruity sort of tang to it, but it's just a very, very generic sweet tobacco. But you exhale and it's gone. You don't even know you've had anything, to be honest. It burns beautifully though. Sweet. It is sort of... It's got a honey tang, but it doesn't have that honey taste. That don't quite sound right. It's got a sweet taste, and it's like a very, very... I guess it is an almost meady sort of flavour, but it doesn't have the floral kind of herbaceous edge that you get with some nice meads and some good honeys. But no, this is an extremely pleasant tobacco. There is flavours there, but they're kind of lingering at the edge too much. I can't quite pull them out. But I'm going to keep smoking and see if I can't detect a little bit more in this. And I shall be back. So, for the time being, watch this quick fade. It'll only take a couple of seconds, but how much I've loaded into this this small bowl, it may only be a few seconds for you, but it's going to be about half an hour for me. So until then, folks, I shall see you shortly. Right, so what I assumed would take me quite a while to smoke doesn't actually happen to be the case. I'm going to put this on a par with a 7 Seas Red, which has got to be one of the fastest burning aromatics I've ever smoked in my life. I've almost finished a bowl of this in about, what, 7-10 minutes, somewhere around that point. All I've done is read one email, wrote a quick reply, and I've pretty much finished it. The flavours are coming alive a little bit more. One thing that I will say about this tobacco is it's very generic isn't the right term, but it's very similar to a lot of the American blend aromatics that Gareth and Hogarth produce in the UK. Slightly caramel sort of notes, some subtle little hints of like I say, very sweet generic sort of like molasses flavours. I can still taste a hint of like a currant berry sort of tang to it. But I know that I have smoked a lot of oh dear, creme de cassis by McClintock's in this, so that could be kind of a little bit of ghosting from that, which is the problem we've got. Just having a little bit of a dig round at the moment, see if I can entice a little bit more tobacco into the mix. One thing I will say about this pipe is the moisture trap ain't that good. Not been smoking it that long, and I've got wet tobacco at the bottom already. It is also a very, 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 very goopy tobacco. I did run a pipe cleaner around the inside of the bowl earlier, and yeah, it's extremely goopy. Well, you know, it's a pleasant tobacco, but it's nothing spectacular, I'm afraid. It's extremely sweet, it's extremely smooth, it's extremely cool, but it's something I've smoked before. It's not exactly the same as another tobacco, but like I just mentioned, it's very, very similar, it's very samey, it's got some very similar characteristics to lots of other tobaccos that I've smoked. I can see this would be a really good beginner's tobacco. You know, kind of like you moving on to the pipe. I mean, I suggest Galvin Hogarth's Kentucky Nugget. That's my choice that I suggest to people, sort of as a beginner's tobacco, as it were. But yeah, I really don't know how to classify this one. I may have to revisit this at some point. So I am going to let a couple of other people try this. It's Puffin the Briar. I'll send you a bit of this to try as well. And a couple of the guys at the Pipe Club may be quite interested in trying this as well. Right now, so Honeymeade from Uptowns in Nashville. Like I say, it's a nice tobacco. Black Gold Plus, it slightly reminds me of as well. That's another one. Like I say, it's just a generic sort of honey, maple, sugary, molasses sort of sweet. And I don't know if this berry note I can taste is ghosting on the pipe or it is actually there. So I'm not done with this yet. I'm going to have to come back, revisit this. I'm going to have to smoke this in another pipe. I might stick it in a fresh corn cob. On the subject of which, Bob, Night Door, if you're watching, I'm sorry to have offended you with my comments about corn cobs being disposable. Pretty much these are what we have access to in the UK. Your bog standard Missouri Meerschaum sort of thing. And they don't last long. We don't have Walker Briar Forever stems and things like that. These are just cheap and cheerful pipes. They're cheaper than clays. And that's why a lot of us see them as disposable sort of thing. I mean, I've got quite a few, but I tend to pick one up every time I'm smoking something unusual. But yeah, so that's, like I say, the Honeymeade. I don't want to say anything for definite. Like I say, I'm still going to have to come back to this one. So, there is just one more thing I wanted to say before I go. This is my 99th video. Can't believe how many I've chucked out in 3 or 4 months sort of thing. So the next video is number 100. So for that, I am going to be having a little bit of a competition. Now, I picked this stuff up before, so there's going to be a tin of McClintock's Armagnac. It's private composition. This is a very, very old tobacco. You see the rust on the bottom there. Luckily, seals are still intact. I have 2 tins of this, so, oh no, good. The seal is still intact. So like I say, I have 2 tins of this, so for my 100th video, I am going to be doing a little bit of a competition. Still got to work out exactly what the competition is actually going to be yet, but I shall come up with something, I'm sure. So, in the meantime, boys and girls, thank you very, very much for watching, and no doubt I shall see you soon. So, in a bit, yoff.